What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with another 10-year rebuild. You guys seem to enjoy these a ton. So today, as you can tell, we're doing a 10-year rebuild with the Dallas Mavericks. So at this point, we're going to see how many championships today we can win with Luka Doncic. Going to go the full 10 years and see what we could do in this decade with the Dallas Mavericks. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel, especially if you enjoy these 10-year rebuilds. It lets me know you guys enjoy them because these do take a lot of time to make, obviously. So if you're enjoying them, make sure to press that like button. And as I'm recording this, we are actually less than 40 subscribers away from 30,000 subs. Is it possible in this video, this is the video that gets us to 30,000 subs? I don't know. If you're new around here, that subscribe button help out with that. But regardless, the Dallas Mavericks, as we know, Luka Doncic is at the helm. He's the leader here. So we have him until he's at least 33, 34 years old. That's the goal, to keep him around for that long anyway. You got Christian Wood, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, JaVale McGee, Dwight Powell, Josh Green, Kemba Walker, Tim Hardaway, Reggie Bullock, Maxi Kleber, Davis Bertans, Frank Ntilikina, Jaden Hardy, Theo Pinson, Tyler Dorsey, McKinley Wright. Obviously, as we know, I think a lot of us have preached this, that the Dallas Mavericks just need to get Luka maybe a little bit more of a co-star. The usage rate for Luka is just a little high, that it's not sustainable come playoff time. So we need to figure that out. We need to fix that problem. We need to get a co-star for Luka Doncic who's going to fit next to him perfectly and is going to be a guy that's going to, just be here for years to come and help him out. So don't know where that comes from. Don't have an idea just yet. I don't know if I'll do anything this season. I kind of want to just simulate this season and see how this team finishes out. And then at the off season, we'll start to kind of think about trade targets and how to retool this team a little bit. This team did just make it to the Western Conference Finals. Whether you thought it was a fluke or not, they did make it. They beat that Suns team in a Game 7. We are going to simulate the rest of the season, though. See how we finish out. And then in the offseason, we have to use all these salaries that we have to get creative to make some moves for Luka Doncic. You see this, man? This could be you right here. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every day. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and you basically get to choose 2 to 5 players, and you choose over or under on their props that they give you. You pretty much have every sport you can imagine on here. But let's say I wanted to go ahead and put a bet on Mitchell and Joel Embiid. I want to go more and more on them. If I get it right, I 3 times my money. Let's say I want to go up to 5 players, which is the most you can go up to. You can go more or more on all of them, and that's going to 10 times your money. I started with $100, and so far I'm up to $500. I've been having a ton of fun over here on Prize Picks. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables or matching deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. If you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the rebuild. I'm sure we'll be seeing this a lot in today's video. Luka Doncic wins MVP. We didn't even have that good of a record, and we were able to win it, which is really nice. Makes all NBA first team, obviously. Luka Doncic, an absolute stud in 2K. So we have that going for us, but like I said, we do need to get him some more help. 34 points from Luka, 10 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 17 from Christian Wood, 16 from Dinwiddie, 13 from Tim Hardaway, and even Tyler Dorsey got some run, I guess, from the G League. So I'm going to fix the rotation as much as we can, and we're going to go see how we can do in the playoffs, and hopefully we find a way. Tim Hardaway not getting any minutes just seems like crazy to me, especially with how he's been playing lately. He's been a lot better, so I'm going to go ahead and put Tim Hardaway in there, and he'll get some minutes. That way we have, I guess, Kemba Walker on the outside looking in, which is whatever. But we get the Phoenix Suns in round 1, and obviously, as we know, these two teams just aren't very fond of each other. The Suns are just one of those teams that beef with a lot of teams. They aren't very fond of the Pelicans either, so hopefully we can upset the Suns here as we are the lower seed. Somebody current round, and we jump up 3-0 on them, and we beat them in 6. So the Suns, once again, get eliminated in round 1. That sucks for them. 37-4-8, it doesn't matter. I feel like the Suns lost in round 1. That would be, honestly, doomsday for them. That would be just absolutely a terrible thing for them. You got the Grizzlies, who eventually are going to be really damn good. I mean, they already kind of are, but Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, John Morant. Eventually, this core is probably going to win a championship. There's just such a good big three. And I don't even think they've played a single second together this season. So we current round against them. And this time, we are going to lose in 6 in the second round. So get to the second round, but we lose to the team that ultimately goes to the finals. And they are going to lose to the Celtics in 6 games. We have a huge offseason ahead of us. We need to figure out what our next move will be to help out Luka Doncic. Yeah, we could wait and free up money and wait till free agency to go wait for when Giannis is a free agent or something like that. But I think we need to focus on getting some help now, man. I think Luka Doncic is getting has gotten frustrated enough this season that we need to fix things immediately. The one thing we don't have going for us this season is we don't have our first round pick. Obviously, that is going to the New York Knicks from that trade with Porzingis. That I think is going to be the last pick that conveys to the Knicks. So that's good that I guess that trade is totally taken care of. Obviously, they dumped Porzingis over to the Wizards for Bertans and also Dinwiddie, which Dinwiddie's been pretty solid since he's gotten him in Dallas. So it's not like that was a bad trade or anything. And then Porzingis obviously has been solid in Washington. So although the Wizards, I'm not sure what they'll do eventually, but overall, both teams kind of benefited from it, even though it was kind of just a cheap change of scenery trade for both sides. So let's go straight to the draft and let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at as far as team salaries are concerned, or our salary situation, because I know we have a lot of contracts. You have Dorian Finney-Smith's contract, Tim Hardaway's contract, JaVale McGee, Reggie Bullock's expiring, Bertans' contract is still here, Maxi Kleber's contract. A lot of salaries are being paid to this roster, and imagine if they would have paid Jalen Brunson as well. They would have been pretty much locked into this roster. So I know Dinwiddie we can get back on his player option, which is a team option, which is nice because I can have him as like a backup point guard, or he could still start whatever we want to do. We have versatility there. Finney-Smith I do like. Tim Hardaway is solid, but if I can find a way to replace him, I definitely would. There is some salaries here that I want to make a trade right now. Like, even if it's not the craziest trade in the world, there is something I want to do here. I don't want to just stay complacent this offseason and not do anything. So, I think we got to make a trade, figure out something to get help for Luka to make a trade here. Even if it's not going to be a long-term that helps us out in this 10 years, just getting someone is going to be better than not doing anything. So I'm trying to get the help that we need to make some kind of move here, and that's going to be Zach LaVine on the Chicago Bulls. We all know the Bulls probably going to eventually face blowing up at this point. That's just where they're at as a team. So I am trying to get Zach LaVine, who just averaged 27 in the simulation, who I think would be a perfect guy to take some pressure off Luka Doncic and to have him as a guy in the backcourt who could also play off of Luka if need be and can play on the ball as well. So I'm offering Hardaway, Kleber, Hardy, and 2 first-round picks for LaVine, and they do agree to that. So just like that, we get Zach LaVine as our brand new guy of the future here next to Luka Doncic to help him out in the short term. He's not going to be here forever. He's not going to be here the whole video, but I think having Zach LaVine here is a very nice addition to help right now, at least right now. And then eventually there is another move I have on the horizon that's going to be later down the future where we might have to get rid of Zach LaVine to make it happen, but I have an idea in mind. Trust me, I got this all planned out. So we're going to get this done. Next thing we need to do is we're going to go straight to draft night, which we have no picks anymore. So let's just go straight to player options. And we are going to accept Dinwiddie. And we're actually going to probably accept Reggie Bullock as well, because that gives us $10 million to kind of use in a trade, or him as a role player off the bench. McKinley Wright, not too worried about. The only other guy I need to worry about is Christian Wood, and I do want to re-sign him as well. So yeah, this team is going to cost a lot of money, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm going to give Christian Wood a 2-year. Let's go. What I want to do is 2+1. I want to do a team option in the last year if he'll accept that. So boom, just like that. And there's a reason I did that. I'm sure you guys might even know why I'm doing this, but I want to have the ability to decline Christian Wood if I can. So we still have money to sign one more person as well, but if we take a real quick look at where we're at as a team, you got Luka as point guard, Dinwiddie either as a shooting guard or a point guard, but I kind of want to have him be the point guard off the bench, so I like that for us. So Dinwiddie will back up Luka this year, LaVine as your 2 guard. Josh Green, honestly, I wouldn't mind giving him a starting small forward spot. I think he's turning into a really good role player for Dallas, so I wouldn't mind that. Dorian Finney-Smith, Davis Bertans, and then JaVale McGee and Christian Wood. Clearly, we need another forward on this roster as just some depth. So you got like George Snake, Javonte Green, Dario Saric, Watanabe, who's actually been really good in Brooklyn. So I would actually love to grab him here if I can. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal worth $4 million over 2 years, and he's going to accept that. I like that a lot for us. And then, like I said, there is still the ability that I could trade Reggie for something, but I do like the addition of Watanabe. And you saw Davis Bertans' contract. So we still have the ability to trade for like $27 million worth of salary with Reggie Bullock and also, like I said, Davis Bertans. So I could throw those 2 out there and see what pops up real quick, just in case anything is good to go out there. So we get like Luke Kennard and Robert Covington, which could be interesting. Kind of like that trade. We'd throw a second, kind of like those 2 guys, maybe to be a little bit better of additions, Doug McDermott. So you know what? Let's do it. We are going to trade Reggie Bullock, Bertans, and a second over to the Clippers for Luke Kennard and Robert Covington, and both of them are pretty much expiring. So I think we're just getting a little bit better on the power forward, and so I kind of like that for depth. And that will be our offseason. First offseason in the books. We got Zach LaVine, and we got Christian Wood back. We got Dinwiddie back, and you got Robert Covington and JaVale McGee going down in overall. Watanabe, Josh Green, are going to rely on him to be really good this year for us. Hopefully get turned him into a really good role player. Luke Kennard, I'm feeling pretty good about this team. So let's get into season number 2. Let's see how we do. And hopefully we are going. I don't know why my throat sounds like this all of a sudden, but hopefully year number 2 goes good. So like I said, we're going to see this a lot. Luka wins MVP twice in a row. No surprises there. And I think we might have gotten the first or the second seed this season, which is really nice. We got the first seed of the Western Conference. So I feel like Zach LaVine was the perfect complement to what we needed here. So Zach LaVine, 25. Luka Doncic, 33. 15 from Christian Wood. 15 from Dinwiddie off the bench. 9 from Josh Green as a starter, which is really solid. Like I said, hopefully you turn Josh Green into like a really good starting small forward for this team. You got 8. You have 8 from Utah Watanabe, 7 from Dorian Finney-Smith, JaVale McGee with 7, and then 3 from Robert Covington when he did get some minutes. And now you go ahead and play the Portland Trailblazers in round 1. So obviously we're already trying to win a championship. As of right now, we got Zach LaVine for a reason. So hopefully this team can do that. Semi-current round against the Portland Trailblazers, and we are going to beat them in 7. That was closer than I would have wanted to be, but we did take care of business. And this was the rotation we're running, by the way. You have Luke Kennard, Robert Covington, Watanabe, Dinwiddie, Christian Wood, Finney-Smith, Josh Green, LaVine, and Luka. And now you get to play the San Antonio Spurs. We have Keldon Johnson, Vassell, Jonathan Isaac, Thomas Bryant, Cameron Whitmore. I'm hoping we don't lose to the Spurs team. Semi-current round, and we are going to lose in 7 to the Spurs, which is just crazy to think about. The Spurs shouldn't be this good. We should be facing the Grizzlies right now, and now we, the Celtics go beat the Grizzlies. So, unfortunate. 2K simulation, not on my side that time around, which is kind of sucks. This team is going to stay relatively the same. There might be some new additions. I think in free agency, we might have to do a little bit different things because our role players are going to be gone. I do want to keep Jason Kidd around, but I guess if there's a better head coach, I can get him, but I'm just probably going to go for Jason Kidd. He's done a great job in Dallas. So, I'm going to sign Jason Kidd. And then I'm going to go figure out, to fill out the rest of this, which I can never find what I need here when I'm scrolling through 2K. So you know what? Just go find it yourself. Assistant GM. On draft night, don't think we have a pick. We traded it for Zach LaVine in 2024. So not going to have a pick here at all. So just go straight to player options. Player options, I'm going to decline Luke Kennard, I think. And then qualifying offers, you're going to have Josh Green, who I definitely want back. And then I know Dinwiddie's going to be a free agent as well. Depending on how much money he wants, I would like to get Dinwiddie back, but I don't know how much he's going to ask for. So, it's not bad. I'm going to give him a 1+1. I'm going to try to keep my money open as much as possible, which is why I'm doing this. So, I'm going to keep Dinwiddie, get him back, and then I want Josh Green back as well. Desmond Bane would be an awesome addition as well, but we got Dinwiddie, Luka, LaVine still. No small forward, but obviously we know that's going to be Watanabe, or not Watanabe. This could be Josh Green. So, we need a backup small forward or a backup big man for a full rotation. You got like Terrence Davis, who I think would be kind of perfect. Or you got like Larry Nance, who would also be perfect. Or Isaiah Hartenstein. A lot of good options here. I'm going to go for Terrence Davis. Give me Terrence Davis to be a nice backup. 2-year deal. I'll grab him for that. And he will be awesome as a backup. So Terrence Davis. And then all we really need is Josh Green back. And he's not asking for much. So you know what? Let me give him a 4-year deal. 11.5. 4 years. I like Josh Green, like I said, as a starter going forward for us. Really going to try to develop into something for us. So straight to player progression we go. And this will go into year number 3. So, you got Luka going down. Is this even a full rotation? I might not even have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I thought I had a full rotation for some reason. Don't know why I thought that. I guess I should still be signing free agents. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But I guess I only have an 8-man rotation right now. So, I need to get another small forward or a center. I think 2K will grab that for me. So, hopefully they give me a good one. Probably should have focused on that. I thought we had a 9-man rotation for some reason. But all good. Let's get into next season. So at the end of this season really didn't go as planned. We ended up finishing worse than I would have wanted. We finished with, Luka has 28 points, 25 from Zach LaVine, 18 from Wood, 14 from Josh Green. So Josh Green really is developing into a good player for us. Dinwiddie with 13 and then 12 from Terrence Davis. So, you like what we got out of some of our role players. We finished up as a 7th seed in the West. I'm assuming Luka gets us out of the plan, but you never really know. And now we get to play the Blazers or the Clippers. I guess it's going to be a very important simcast here because you really want to win this one. So let's hope that we do this at home. So hopefully we don't lose to the Clippers. We need to get in the playoffs. I feel like if we're in the playoffs, we have a chance. But so far, this rebuild, not really going as planned. I feel like we had a chance to win a championship last year, but we kind of blew it when we lost to the Spurs in round 2. But thankfully, we are going to be in the dance. Watanabe led the way with 19, which is nice. We get the Rockets in round 1. We are the 8th seed, and honestly, I would assume we're probably one of the scarier 8th seeds around. So hopefully that can transpire into an upset here. So let's see how this goes. We're going to play the Houston Rockets in round 1. They have gotten OG Anunoby. They have Scooter Henderson. Yeah, this could be a tough team to upset, but you never really know. We'll see how it goes. Similar current round against the Rockets, and we are going to get swept. So never mind. Not going to be anywhere close to making it into the second round or even the conference finals. So far we have failed at our job. I will say that. We got the Cavaliers and the Thunder. We obviously need to make a better move because Zach LaVine and Luka is not getting it done, and Luka's probably getting impatient at this point. So this is going to be a huge offseason for us. We got to figure out what's going wrong and how we could fix it because this is going nowhere soon. So we're heading to the draft, and we do have pick number 17. So it really doesn't matter what we have here. I just got to make sure we take advantage of whatever we can grab here. So you have Johnny Bull, not John Bull. It's John Bull. I don't know if that's Bull's brother or whatever. I'm not sure. But you got AJ Johnson here, 6'5" guard. All NBA is ceiling, and then his bench as floor is bench. I'll take AJ Johnson here, I guess. And that will be our draft. Now, obviously, I will tell you right now, there is a huge decision this offseason for me to pay attention to. Because if it's player options, that's what I want to look at. So, Dallas Mavericks, you got Christian Wood and Dinwiddie. But the one thing I want to look at, and I hinted at this earlier, is what does Giannis Antetokounmpo do? He declines it, which is why I've tried to keep my salary open as much as possible because I want Giannis with Luka. I do. So, I am declining both of these guys right here. You might be wondering, how am I going to afford it? And then you got Dorian Finney-Smith accepting. But I plan on trading Zach LaVine. I don't know what for, in a salary dump situation, and going for Giannis. That's what I want. That is what I want. Don't know if I'll be able to accomplish it, but that is what I'm going for. I am trading Zach LaVine over to the Boston Celtics simply for Robert Williams. So the Celtics and the Bulls, or not the Bulls, the Mavericks, I'm the Mavericks, decide to swap and make a trade happen. So I'm trading LaVine over to the Celtics. I'm dumping on a lot of salary, which is awesome. I'm not quite at Giannis Antetokounmpo just yet, but I'm getting closer and closer. We need 13 more million gone, and we already know who that will be. Unfortunately, Dorian Finney-Smith, I do have to trade you away as well. I love that we got Robert Williams as a center for this team, but the next move is unfortunately trading DFS in another salary dump and going all in on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Wizards are doing me a favor by taking on Dorian Finney-Smith's contract, so I will throw them a second as well to kind of make it worth their while, and we are going all in on Giannis Antetokounmpo. If this didn't work, that's going to be really unfortunate. I'm still $1 off from being able to offer him the max. Are you serious? Okay. Let's see if I can get away with just offering that. I don't know if I'll be able to. So we are his number one option. Giannis Antetokounmpo, welcome to the Dallas Mavericks. Luka and Giannis is our brand new duo. We're going all in on it, and we made it happen. So just like that, we sold out for it, and now this is our core. We obviously need to get more players here. We drafted AJ Johnson. We obviously have to just rely on him to be good right away. So I like that for us. He'll be a nice backup point guard. No shooting guard right now. You have Josh Green, Terrence Davis. So two guys that are going to be able to contribute at the small forward spot, Giannis at the power forward, and you have Robert Williams at the center. The biggest thing we need now is a shooting guard, and we can still sign Dinwiddie back. And is it going to be the ability to sign Christian Wood back? We can. So I got to do that. So I'm getting back Dinwiddie. Lonnie Walker actually would be perfect right now. I'm getting Lonnie Walker let's give him a 3-year deal. 3-year deal, Lonnie Walker. Would love that for us. And then I am going to get Christian Wood back as well. It's going to give me the ability to do so. Bird rights is a beautiful thing. 2K is giving me that benefit. So gonna sign everyone here, and we opened up a trade exception, but I think we have to renounce it. Or do we still? I don't know how I still have that trade exception. Okay, so now I don't have enough money to sign Dinwiddie. So I was able to get Christian Wood back, I guess, but not gonna be able to get Dinwiddie. Do I really have a $32 million trade exception? Like, is it really gonna let me use that still? That's kind of crazy to think about. $32 million. We could still soak in 2 salaries here. So you got Luka, AJ Johnson, didn't get Dinwiddie back. Love the addition of Lonnie Walker. So at this point, I want to go to a team that has a lot of salaries, use this trade exception, get depth, and we have our brand new duo of the future. Luka is back to winning MVP. Robert Dillingham, Rookie of the Year. Just kind of scrolling through these real quick. 65-17 on the year. Giannis and Luka both make it. I tried to use that trade exception. I just really couldn't find anything that made sense. We would have had to give up a bunch of first-round picks for role players, so wasn't going to do it. We had 32 from Luka, 23 from Giannis. Both of them almost averaging triple-double. Josh Green is really developing into a really good player for us. 15 points per game on 40% from 3 shooting, which is amazing. You had Lonnie Walker with 15 as well. 14 from Christian Wood and 11 from Terrence Davis, 9 from Robert Williams, along with 2 blocks. We really have something going for us. Mo Wagner was our backup center. If we don't win a championship this year, that would be ultimately the most disappointing situation of all time. We really need to take care of business here. So, summer current round against Minnesota to start things off. We beat them in 4. We have one of the best dynamic duos in the NBA, so we got to make sure we take care of business. Somebody current round against Memphis. We do finally beat them, and now we get Houston, who beat us last year in round 1, and the Rockets have a good team, so they're up 1-0. We do even it up. Hopefully, we take care of business. 2-1, 3-1, and we beat them in 5. And now we get the Cavaliers. So this could be our first championship, although the Cavs match up pretty well against us. They have Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, and Jarrett Allen, so this could be tough. And they have Sadiq Bey off the bench. We do win 1-0, blow them out in game 1. Blow them out, or not blow them out, we beat them game 2. Game 3, Luka and Giannis is just a cheat code, and we won our first championship of the video. Hopefully, many more to come from here, but that is a great first championship of the video. We do have a pick here in the second round. Not that it matters too much, but we can see what we kind of get here in the second round. So I'll go with Paul Wright or Aaron Randolph. It really doesn't matter too much. Just welcome to the team, one of you guys. Maybe one of you is good, maybe you're not. Who knows? He has a 6'6" overall. Player options got nothing, and then qualifying offers got Wisecam and Aaron Wiggins, which are two guys I wasn't, that weren't really on the roster. Free agency, I mean, Robert Williams, I think, is a guy we do want back. I'm going to give him a 5-year contract, and we're going to have kind of our locked-in course. So Robert Williams, going to have him until he's like 33 years old, so I'm going to sign Robert Williams to that contract. I'm going to be very, very happy with that, and we still have money to sign another good role player. So I'm going to rely on A.J. Johnson to develop into a really good backup point guard, so I'm going to continue to rely on him. Lonnie Walker was fantastic last year, so hopefully you can stay that way. Josh Green has been great. Christian Wood, and then we do need a backup center or a backup guard or forward. So I think that's what we should be going for the most part. So you have like Corey Kispert, who would be perfect as a 3+ point shooter, A+ 3-point shooter, I should say. Goga Batiste, Drew Eubanks. But yeah, give me. I wanted my Terrence Davis back as well, by the way. But Corey Kispert, I think, would be perfect here. So I'm going to give him a 3-year deal to continue to come off the bench for this team. And then if I can get Terrence Davis back, I want him back as well. So I'm going to give Terrence Davis a 3-year deal on top of that. So we kind of have our role players locked in here. Guys are going to help play off of Giannis and Luka. And then last, Nerlens Noel would actually be pretty solid. So I'll give Noel a contract. So I think that is going to be my offseason. Didn't need to do too much. We still have these trade exceptions, but I just don't think I want to include first-round picks for role players at this point. Yeah, we could go crazy and get another star, but I'm good on what we have. Giannis is up to a 98, 88 from Robert Williams. Josh Green's up to a 79. He might not develop into anything crazy, but we really don't need him to. Just continue to be that floor spacer we need you to be, and it's all good from there. Luka's got like his 3rd or 4th MVP of the video, and the Thunder went 71-11, so we have our hands full in this playoff series, so we'll see if we get to match up against them. Giannis and Luka still make All-NBA first team, just kind of unstoppable at this point. But like I said, man, the Thunder could give us problems. They have Shea, Josh Giddey, Grant Williams, Wembanyama, and Chet Holmgren. No wonder why that team is scary. Did they sign Wembanyama in free agency, or did they draft him? They got him for $13 million. They drafted him. Okay. Shout out to him. That might be the last year's rookie contract, actually. So we got the Denver Nuggets in round 1. They have KJ Evans, John Collins, Jokic. They no longer have Jamal Murray. I mean, they have Jokic. Imagine I was able to put Jokic on this team as well. That'd be crazy, but it's just not going to work out salary-wise. So let's figure it out, though. Somebody current round against them, and we are going to beat them in 5. W, and now we get the Rockets. So the Rockets, no easy task. Obviously, they pushed us to the limit last year, or they have in the past. So hopefully we beat them again. Somebody current round, and we are going to beat them in 5. And the Pelicans actually take care of the Thunder for us. We don't have to worry about the Thunder. We do deal with the Pelicans, which is still scary to think about. They don't have CJ or like Ingram anymore, I guess. So that kind of is going for us, but they still have a guy named Zion Keegan Murray. I'm actually not that intimidated by this roster, but that might not be a good thing. Somebody current round, and we are going to beat them in 6. Back to the finals we go. We get the Cavs again, but this time, okay, they do still have Donovan Mitchell. I'm about to say, maybe this time they don't have Mitchell, but they do. They have Nurkic and Wiseman. I guess the Cavs just love their height, but hopefully beat them. Somebody current round, and this time we are going to lose in 6, unfortunately. So, not a championship. 2 years in a row, but 2 finals in a row, which is still nice. I don't know if there's anything I want to do this offseason to change it up. I mean, we got back to the finals. It's kind of just hoping and praying that the Cavs get worse. We have a first round pick this offseason, which is going to be kind of important because obviously we got to keep the role players flowing. So if we can, hit on them in the draft, that's going to be honestly amazing. So that's probably something we need to look at. But other than that, man, I think I'm ready to go for another season because Luka and Giannis, not much you need around them. We got our role players around them locked in. So I think if we just jump into this draft and pick whatever at 28, we can be happy with it. So 28, we'll take, what do we got? Got Andre Richards. I guess I'll go Willis Tinsley, the youngest guy here. I don't know much about these guys now that we're in the years of like 2027. 72 overall. Welcome to Mavericks. Hopefully you develop into something. A.J. Johnson. I don't even know if he's cracked the rotation, but eventually he's probably going to play this year to be like a really good backup point guard for us. And then Luka is actually a free agent. Oh my goodness, that is not good. We got to give him a contract offer worth thousands, or millions, I guess, not thousands, millions of dollars. And where's number one offer? So gonna get Luka Doncic back. I guess Christian Wood is a free agent as well. That'd be a huge hit on us. I don't know if it'll be able to let me re-sign him or not. We'll have to see. And it is gonna let me re-sign him for 18 million. And also, or I thought it said I could sign LaMelo for a second, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we need a backup forward or a backup center. I think it's pretty easily that you give that, role to Christian Wood. 3-year deal, keep him around for 3 more years, and we're good with that. Roster stays the same. Even though we could still sign another really good player, but honestly, I don't think there is any need to. Maybe a backup center, I guess, wouldn't hurt, but we're not really going to be able to play him, so I'm good. Let's just go straight to player progression, run it again. This time, Luka doesn't win MVP. This time, it goes to Giannis Antetokounmpo this time around, but they still do make All-NBA first team together, and we conquered our first seed once again, so the Thunder slip away from the first seed. Team is still the same. AJ Johnson actually got some run this year, and obviously, we're looking forward to maybe winning our second championship of the video. Denver round 1 again. They still have Nikola Jokic, but that shouldn't have stopped me. Let's simulate current round. We beat them in 4. Phoenix Suns, 8 Holloway, Malachi Branham, Benedict Mathurin, Keegan Murray, Claxton. So Keegan Murray is just on a world tour right now, just going to every team he sees, I guess. Simulate current round against them. We are going to beat them in 5. And now we get the Thunder, who are going to have Wembanyama, Elijah Fisher, Newell. This might be oh, they lost Shea, so I guess that we have that going for us. And the Cavs are nowhere to be seen on the other side, which is nice. We're down 1-0. We're down 2-0, so yeah, the Thunder might have our number here with Wembanyama and what they have stacked up right now, but I mean, we're not done just yet. Still get eliminated in 6, though. So the Thunder, just with so many damn prospects, are just going to be tough to beat. Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren. They're probably going to lose eventually some of them. Wembanyama's locked up. Chet is probably locked up, I assume, as well. So yeah, the Thunder are going to be really tough to beat. Josh Giddey might leave them, I guess. Maybe he declines that player option. Maybe they can't re-sign him. Maybe we have that going for us, but our second championship of the video has not come just yet. We have like 3 or 4 more years, though, so got to figure it out soon. But obviously, we still kind of have our core locked in. I don't know if there's really a trade to be made. It's just a matter of hoping and praying that teams get worse because, I mean, I guess they can get like Steve Kerr here in free agency as a head coach. Maybe that fixes all of our problems. Probably not. Chauncey Billups. If Jason Kidd is still here, that's who I want. We have Jonas. Jason Kidd is here. So I'm going to get Jason Kidd back. He's been doing a fine job. So we got that going for us, and then let's just go straight to rookie signing, because at this point, I have no idea who the prospects are in the year of 2028, so let's just, get Frankie Weaver. Welcome to the team. Player options, Giannis declines, so, I mean, that opens up a lot of money for us. I guess we can go a different direction and get, like, a different player, but do we want to do that? Like, we could go for John... Well, no, we can't, actually. So, I'm probably just better off re-signing Giannis Antetokounmpo. What are his offers right now? He has 11 offers. 1 from the Raptors. That's a lot of money. So I got to definitely come with the Heat here. I'm going to offer him a 5-year deal. I don't think we should lose Giannis. I mean, I want Lonnie Walker back and Josh Green back. This team might start to crumble here. If I can get these 3 guys back, I'll be just fine with that. But we do get all 3 back, which is a W. And then we can still sign. We can get like Dinwiddie back. Got Andrew Nembhard out here as well. Jayshawn Tate, Paul Reed, Omer. Give me Nembhard. Give me Nembhard, and I'll be cool with that. So gonna grab him, and that will be our offseason once again. So we keep Giannis and Luka together for the next 4 years. That's what we're gonna be relying on at this point. It's kind of what we have to roll for. So I think that's what we're gonna be doing. Just go straight to player progression. Hope for the best. Got to the finals, or got to the conference finals, I should say. We lost to the Thunder. So hopefully this time we can actually make it to the conference finals. But Giannis is starting to go down in overall after we just signed him, which you kind of figured. But I mean, I don't think I could have lost him, because then it would have just been a disaster. I don't know what I would have done with this team then. So let's just get straight into hopefully figure out what we can do from here and go win another championship. Giannis and Luka just keep taking turns on who's going to win MVP every year. He also won defensive player. We went 68-14 on the season as well. So clearly we're still a top team in the West, but when it comes playoffs, we just find a way to get upset every year. Christian Wood, Josh Green, Lonnie Walker, Nembhard, AJ Johnson. Everything's still going pretty well for the most part. I would assume AJ Johnson is not back on the team next year. I don't even know what he's going to be asking for, and this is the last year of his contract. But regardless, we do get the Golden State Warriors in round 1. They no longer have Stephen Curry. Instead, they have Lonzo Ball at point guard with Jordan Poole, which is interesting. But somebody current round against them. Hopefully, we don't find a way to get upset. And then I get the Phoenix Suns, who still have Keegan Murray, Benedict Mathurin, Kel Ware, Ben Simmons. So a very interesting team in Phoenix. which they are going to actually maybe beat us here. So that is not good because we can't win a championship here. We've only won one in the video so far. 2K simulation, just not on my side today, I guess. But hopefully we can find a way to force a game 7 and not be done just yet. We do have the Thunder in front of us, though. So who knows? 144 to 120, beat them there. And going to a game 7 back to Dallas. Hopefully we find a way to squeak out the Suns here. I know Mathurin is a beast and all, but I mean, I would assume Luka and Giannis can take care of the Suns, but maybe not. Maybe the Suns get their game 7 revenge. Instead, it's not Booker and Chris Paul. They got their game 7 revenge, and we will not be winning a championship this year at all. So once again, the simulation not on my side. The Nets and the Thunder. Kate Cunningham on the Nets goes on to win a championship. I think I gotta make one last move. I think there's got to be another trade to be made here. I don't think I should just keep going back and forth. I thought we were gonna be fine to just keep winning with Luka and Giannis, but clearly that's not good enough. We got to make a move. We got to get Luka and Giannis some more help, which I don't know where we get it from, but there's got to be something out there because it's just not working right now. I guess I'm going to make this trade with the Golden State Warriors. We're sending them Christian Wood and Josh Green for Jordan Poole to be a brand new shooting guard for this roster. I mean, he's averaging 22 points per game. Just another guy that could be helpful to this team. So I'm going to go ahead and make that trade happen. The Warriors get rid of Jordan Poole at 30. And then we probably need to resign AJ Johnson. And then Corey Kispert, Lonnie Walker, we'll figure out what to do with them. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the move I had to make, I feel like. So let's just go straight to player option to get Jordan Poole to help out with things. Tinsley, welcome back. And then qualifying offers, AJ Johnson. I do want him back, of course, but we'll see if he is willing to come back. We do need a new small forward. So Lou Dort actually sounds kind of perfect. So I'm going to grab him. So Lou Dort as our brand new small forward would be fine. So I'm going to sign him. Steal him from the Thunder. Maybe that's what I needed to do to make the Thunder worse, I guess. I don't know. Corey Kispert, gonna give him a deal as well. And then AJ Johnson, I want him back if I can get him back to continue to be our backup point guard. And that will probably be the offseason. So Jordan Poole is my home run addition. Don't know what that is going to do for us. I'm going to move Corey Kispert to the 3. He's up to an 80 overall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So not a lot of front court depth, but a lot of shooter depth. So just what we're going to roll with. Jordan Poole is the new addition. I want to win at least one more before the video ends. So hopefully we can do that. Sharif Cooper's back. The team is starting to digress. As you can tell, it's starting to get old. So maybe we can squeak one more out. If we could just squeak one more championship out, I would be very, very happy. Giannis won another MVP, by the way, but I just didn't need it. I didn't feel the need to show it. So he had 29 from Luka, 27 from Giannis, and then 18 from Jordan Poole to be that third guy for us. I mean, obviously, first seed in the West again, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm guaranteed a championship here. We get to play the Lakers in round 1, who have Nasir Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Bam Adebayo, Bryce James, Devin Vassell. This is actually a really good Lakers squad that's a lot younger than we are. So honestly, would not be shocked at all if we get upset here in round 1. It's only current round, and we are going to beat them in 5. So never mind, we don't lose. But now we get the dreaded Thunder team. I'm assuming they don't have Josh Giddey anymore, and that is correct. They do have Wembanyama, though. Newell, Elijah Fisher, Chet Holmgren still. So Keldon Johnson still a very good Thunder team. I don't know if we beat them here. Somewhat current round against them, and we are going to beat them in 5. So I guess we do. The Blazers, I mean, I'm going to assume Anthony Simons, Shaedon Sharp are still here. I don't know if Dame is still here. You have Harrington, Herbert Jones, Nasir Little, Keontae George. They actually don't have, I guess they do have Simons still, but no Shaedon Sharp anymore. Yeah, this Blazers squad looks pretty interesting. Not going to lie to you, but I don't know. I'm not sure we're going to beat this team. Conference Finals again. We're going to click somewhere current round and hope for the best. We are going to lose in 6 to the Blazers, and then you got the Milwaukee Bucks winning on the other side. So, one championship of the video with Luka and Giannis. That's it. Kyrie Irving on the Bucks wins Finals MVP. Evan Mobley's there as well. Man, we got one more year, though, to run it back. Just one more season. So, I mean, I would love to end off on a championship, obviously, but we can't get it. We keep losing in the playoffs. So far, this just isn't working out. But I guess let me get the best coaching staff money can buy and hope that's going to fix all my issues. I don't know if it will, but I don't know if there's another move to be made. If there is, I'll make it. If not, I'll see you in the last season. Why not? To end off the video, let's bring Jalen Brunson back to the Dallas Mavericks for this last season. We're giving them Robert Williams, so we're making that trade. And then now that we have Jalen Brunson, it is time to flip Jordan Poole for a center. So this is the last 2 moves that I'm making. We get Flory, I don't know how to say that guy's name. You got Raylan Rupert. You got D'Angelo Russell. But that's the only center I was offered, and that's clearly the position of need that we need. So boom, that is kind of your new rotation. So Brunson and Luka. I'm going to move Luka to the 2. Brunson and Luka reunited once again here in Dallas. It looks natural, and then that is going to be your rotation. So, one last season. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully, we can win one last championship. Hey, we may not have won multiple championships in this video, but we dominated that MVP award throughout the video, so I'll take it, I guess. This is our last chance, man, so we get to play whoever here. So let's see what happens to get the Lakers in round 1. Okay, so we are at the point where we've gotten the first seed multiple times and it has meant nothing. So, can we come out here and actually win a championship? Let's start off with the Los Angeles Lakers. Nasir Cunningham, Bam Adebayo, Wiseman, Vassell, Johnny Davis. Honestly, it'd be very fitting if we got upset by the Lakers here. I would not be shocked at all if that happened. So, semi-current round against the Lakers, and we are going to beat them in 4. So, that's a good start. And now we get another LA team, which that is the Clippers. Isaiah Evans, Stewart, Clint Capella. Trey Young is in LA. Desmond Bain. Igor, whoever that is, no idea. Semi-current round against the Clippers, and we are going to beat them in 6. And now we get that dreaded Thunder team that I hate dealing with, but they got De'Aaron Fox, Kobe White, Wembanyama, Tari Eason. I'm going to assume we lose here, but I guess you never know. Semi-current round, and we are going to beat them in 5. Okay, we're in the finals once again, and now we get to play the Celtics, who have Cooper Flag, Harrington, Jaylen Brown, Walker Kessler, Miles Fuentes. Can we end off on a championship? Can 2K give me a championship to end the video? We lose in 7. You gotta be kidding me. Unfortunate, man. Like I said, I only won 1 championship in the video, which is just so sad, man. But I did dominate the MVP award. I don't know if that's a W, but hope you boys enjoyed regardless. That is a 10-year Mavericks rebuild in the books. We're going to be doing another 10-year on Saturday. So if you want to comment down below what team you want to see next, let me know. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.